Let's have a look at some graphs introduction. So we've got some features that we're going to look for. We're going to look at what linear versus non-linear graphs are, what increasing, decreasing and constant value graphs are, what a minimum and maximums are, and what continuous and discrete. So linear and non-linear. So the key idea with linear is that things always go in a straight line. So there's a couple of examples shown there. Doesn't matter whether it's increasing or decreasing, it just matters that it goes in a straight line. Whereas a non-linear graph can be things like this, so any kind of curve shapes, for example, would be non-linear. Increasing and decreasing graphs. So increasing means that it's going upwards. So that means as my x value increases, so as this x value goes up, the y value is going up. So this one, the same thing, as my x value increases, the y value increases. So that's how we define an increasing graph. If I have a decreasing graph, that means as my x value increases, my y value is decreasing. Same here, as x increases, y is decreasing. So that key idea is what happens as the x values change. A constant graph just means it's steady, it's stable. Okay, so as my x values increase, so as x goes up, my y doesn't go up or down, it just stays the same. Minimums and maximum. So minimum, that's when we have a point, and I can write that as a coordinate x comma y. There is a point which has the very lowest value out of all of them, and so that would be our minimum value. Our maximum value, that is the coordinate which has the very largest value out of all values. And continuous discrete. So counter data is our discrete data, is anything that we are counting, and that has to be whole numbers. Okay, so I could be counting the number of people, the number of goals, those kind of things. So I'm only going to have whole numbers like, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. We often use a dot or a cross to represent the data. So I might have a graph which is just made up of dots like that, or it could be dots that are just got crosses. So those would be my discrete data graphs. Whereas continuous data, that is data that is measured, so that's our real numbers. So it can be whole decimals, fractions, positives, negatives, the whole lot. So for example, with my temperatures here, you can see there the temperatures can be decimal values, time in decimal, weight in decimal, so those are all examples of continuous values. And a continuous graph would be one which is joined together, so that might be joined in a curve or joined in a straight line. Thanks for watching.